Today I'll be showing you how to safely clean those water spots off of your tanks. So you can't use things like Windex or other cleaners because they have those chemicals that can be harmful to your animals. So you have to use alternative methods and ways of cleaning it. I've tried multiple ways. The way I'm going to be showing you today is what I found is the easiest and most effective. But first you need some supplies. To do this, you're going to need just a razor. If you're a younger viewer, make sure you're careful with these, and you probably want some help because they can be sharp. Next, you're going to need paper towel. You're going to need water, preferably in some sort of bottle. And you're going to need a vinegar water mix. Vinegar is much safer than the chemicals, but it still can be pretty strong. So you're going to want to dilute it with water by making a mix. By mixing the two together and putting it in some sort of spray bottle, you probably want to mark the spray bottle. Only use a clean bottle, don't use it if it used to have some sort of chemical. Today I'll be working on this 10-gallon to get those water spots removed so I can keep improving it. But the first thing you want to do is remove all of the animals and possibly the plants. You want to just remove as much as possible because even though vinegar isn't as dangerous as the chemicals, you still want to avoid getting it over everything. So I do have substrate and a plant in here, but I'm going to be replacing that substrate anyway. So we can go ahead and get started with the process. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this side, and first I'm just going to take the water and do a quick spray with pure water and wipe it off with paper towel. It's best to use paper towel because it's not going to leave remnants of different things. So as you might be able to see, just the paper towel actually removed a little bit of the water spots, but now we have to work with those harder spots. So what I'm going to do is just shake up the vinegar water mix, and I'm going to spray a small portion just like that. Now I'm going to take the razor and I'm going to scrape it downwards. You're going to want to apply just about as much pressure as you can. If your glass and your razor are smooth, then it shouldn't scratch it or anything. And just keep working your way down. And you should start to see some of those water spots disappearing. And then once you finish a small portion, you can take some paper towel and wipe it. The vinegar might leave some white looking stuff, so you can just take some more water. As long as you quickly wipe it off, the water will not create more water spots. As you can see, there's the part that I didn't do and the part that I did do, and there is quite the difference. This does take a while because you have to cover every inch a good few times with the razor, but you just want to keep spraying that. And pushing downwards with your razor to remove all of those stains. So as you saw, it's much less noticeable now. You might not be able to get every single water stain depending on how long they've been on here, but I managed to remove some water stains from another tank that were on there for like 2 years, and I still got most of them. So you might have to do it a couple times and dry it, and then do it again with the water and vinegar mix. But it's not too hard, it just takes a little while. So now this does have quite the vinegar smell. So you're gonna wanna let this air out, probably for at least a few hours to be safe, after you dry it, to make sure your animal isn't just all of a sudden hit with that big vinegar smell and it doesn't bother them. So yeah, as long as you spend a good few minutes with the water and vinegar and then the razor and paper towel, it's gonna start looking much better. You can avoid this by, like if this is a tank that you mist every so often, just go ahead and wipe the sides down with paper towel after you mist it. This will also happen more often with really humid tanks. If water starts to collect on the sides, just wiping the sides down will help keep it from generating those water stains again. And the reason I say to use paper towel is because it's not going to leave things behind. You can also use a microfiber cloth, which I don't have with me, and you might be able to use a rag, but a rag tends to leave streaks. So microfiber or paper towel work best for this. But that's it for this video on how to remove the water stains from your enclosures safely without poisoning your animals. So that's it for this video. I'm Alex, and thanks for watching.